Good morning. Today we're heading back to Bex Jonny's in the Pavlikeni region. Like I said last night on yesterday's video, we're going to try and focus on getting the rest of that chimney cupboard out and flush to that exterior wall. If we get around to the other room, then that's a bonus, but we're going to try and knock off some invasive walnut trees that are encroaching on their roof on the street side as well. Anisha's going to be working on things inside. She wants to get some stonework exposed and do things like that. So it's all about spreading the demolition team, into different areas. So as the more time goes on, everything's getting knocked off at the same time. So we'll bring you along the journey, and we're going to set off in about maybe 20 minutes. So we've arrived at Bex Jonny's now. It's only a small drive here, and we're going to show you what we're going to get up to. There's some trees on the street side. I'm going to flip you around and show you them. Dad's going to get the chainsaw out and get them off before they become too uncontrollable for the roof tiles of the back of the barn. And then I'll crack on with inside the cupboard and show you in a few minutes what Anisha's going to be up to. So these are the trees that we're referring to. You can see how they're just about to pull down the overhanging edge of the barn. So we're just going to lop those at the bottom and try and keep them under control, and maybe pull some of those fluffy old man beard vines off of the end as well.
So I took it all down off the walls, but that's the bit that I left.
Because of dodgy wiring.
Look at that. There is one single strand.
I think that might actually be a doorbell, because that's a transformer, but we don't want to touch it anyway. So you got all the plastic off of here?
Yeah. And
this side?
Yeah.
Super good progress so far.
That's really sick.
And then just that top left bit up there. Good job. So whilst I crack on with the cupboard, which is in that other room outside, Dad's going to try and focus on getting all this plastic cladding off of these walls. So I can see we've been pulling some of the framing off. It can't help but a lot of plaster will come off anyway. But that might be down to the fact it hasn't been able to breathe. So it's not the end of the world. But get all this cladding off all around there and see how far we get for the rest of the day. So you can see how much I've got left to do. If I can get down to the green layer, I think that's actually concrete cast, but this is plaster on red brick. So I'll get down to there, see how far we get, and still use the cupboard doors on the other side as like a scooping access point, and I'll bring you along the journey. So I've just stepped outside of the cupboard room, got it down to the concrete render green section you'll see on the time lapse. Even though I've been wearing my mask, it's helped dramatically. I don't feel that phlegmy coughness on my chest like I did last week, but I can still taste the dust on my lips, so we're gonna have a fresh air break. My dad's been outside sorting the logs out and just getting them under cover. We're expected a thunderstorm in a few hours, and at least we got the trees down, to be honest. So it's incredibly windy, and we're gonna see what Anisha's getting up to inside, try and blast the rest of this cupboard down this afternoon, and that could be us. You can probably hear the wind in the background noise. I'm just under cover, so let's go inside. Nish? How are you getting on?
Alright.
Nice. Yeah. At least you got the top bit off though.
I'm starting to clear up these joints a little bit.
Ready to get pointed up?
Yeah, can you see?
Yeah.
Here.
Well, you can tell here which bit you haven't done yet, and then exposing it all there.
Yeah.
Just going to see what Dad's up to, but it's a bit windy, then we're going to crack on and have a fresh air break. So trying to keep it organised as we go, and we noticed there was a few logs under here, so all this and some crappy trees need chopping there. So we're just going to make a burnable pile on the left and all the plastics and non-burnable on the right. We even pulled down all the vines and the old man's beard, which is now going to be on the street, and we'll haul that down with the pickup truck to the bottom. But it's all looking pretty good, as always. Okay, so the wind's picking up now. I'm going to try and turn the volume down on this section as I show you around the outside. So we started the day off taking all these trees down and pulling all the vines off the roof. Now it's starting to chuck it down, so it's going to be a quick show and tell. But all these brambles and vines we're going to just leave for now and come back to next week. They're not in the way, and if anything they'll actually be easier to lift next week. All the rubble, pothole filled. We even had the neighbour come out and say, "Oh, can you do mine in front?" I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." So we came around this corner and pulled some of the ones off of here, which are starting to bud, and now's the best time before they start getting life into them, because you won't be able to snap them as easy. So all this can be scooped into the truck next week. The ones on the chain link fence, it's a bit wobbly, so we've left them to die off a little bit more, but huge difference so far. Walk into the gate and show you what Nish and my dad's been doing. So we managed to get rid of the rubble. Nish is just raking off for this afternoon, get as far as we can. But more rubble, yeah. We started to take the trim off in here. Tried to keep him busy. So we're just nipping inside, finalising the day now. Got rid of all the rubble. Anisha's 98% of the way of raking out the joints, ready for this to be cemented. Really, really makes a difference. So I can see Dad's been working hard inside and outside. Took all the plastic off and actually exposed another chimney cupboard, which looks like it's been disused for a very long time. I don't actually know what's behind there, my dad might, but How authentic is that? So really, really good all round. And to finish it off, I'll just take you outside and show you the new cupboard room. So you can see that the wall is completely down now. We're going to have a little bit of trouble flattening that as the chimney breast protrudes outwards, but overall pretty good. This bottom base is actually a concrete slab on top of white stones. So we're going to be a little bit tricky next week, but all in all, absolutely smashing progress. And the rain is just come in, and you might be able to hear the rain on the metal roof above my head. But really productive day all round again. Garden inside the house and inside the summer house all ticked off. Just baby steps, and it soon makes a huge difference. So thanks very much for watching so far, and tomorrow we're back in our village and maybe even finishing the trellis or doing some more planting. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching.